Alright, See No Sleep here with part 2 of what's, I guess it'd be a let's play type of deal with Torchlight. It's not exactly a guide, since I don't really consider myself an expert or anything at this game. Like I said in part 1, I haven't beaten it with any of the classes all the way through. I've just gotten to around level 25 or so.
Did Syl send you after me? She must have thought I was in over my head again. Well, she's right. These monsters are getting stronger and I could use your help. I'm going after the fiend that was attacking Syl on the bridge. Will you join me?
But like I said in part 1, I mean, it's a really fun game, and since I was playing it anyway, I figured I may as well just make some video of it, and hopefully you guys will like it, and I can make more in the future. You see, like, now that I've got the pistols here, things start moving along at a much quicker pace. See, that is a lot closer to what I'm used to doing at this point, because I mean, I don't have weapons quite as good as the ones I have right now for this level usually, but I usually at least have something decent. I usually at least have two greens by this point, and I was running around with a white and just not being able to get anything. Then it was just taking way too long. So I went ahead and swapped, and I'm just gonna go ahead and hang on to these pistols here until either the vendors start selling something better, or I just get a better drop, which probably won't be for at least another couple levels. And the good thing too is now that I've actually got 2 weapons, then I can start putting points into the dual wielding flat damage boost, which comes in handy because once you get they kind of have level caps on a lot of the skills. So like once you get, you know, your range damage up to I think it's 4 or 5 at level 5, then you can't put any more points in, and so it's good to have the dual wielding available where I can go ahead and start doing that. And then that I was just moving over moving the identifier scroll to the hotkey bar. So instead of right clicking it, I can just hotkey to identify everything, since I'm actually getting drops now. So, I didn't notice how low my health had gotten right there. Oh, honestly, that's not too big a deal either. If I die a couple of times, I'm not exactly stressing. It's like I said, this isn't meant to be, you know, See No Sleep's perfect walkthrough of Torchlight. It's just me having fun with a game that's not Mass Effect 2. As you can see, I still don't even have any armor either. You know, level 4, I still haven't had a single piece of chest armor drop. Here I just figured I'd enchant the weaker of the 2 guns. It gave me a couple of slots, which honestly for me isn't really particularly good. I haven't really been using too many gems through any of my playthroughs of this game so far. I hate when you put, you know, a good gem in a weapon and it's a good weapon and you think you're gonna hold on to it for a while, and the next thing you know, a way better weapon drops. And I'm the kind of guy that, like I said, I like saving my if a weapon seems like particularly good for that level, I like to save it in the shared item inventory, so the next time I run through the game, you know, I can help myself out in the lower levels. And so I hate having to blow my weapon up to get my gem out of there. So I'm kind of a pack rat when it comes to that kind of stuff. So weapon sockets they're not really all that beneficial for me, because I'm pretty hesitant to put gems in almost anything, which I probably shouldn't be. It's probably another one of those things where I'm real bad about like ammo in first-person shooters. I'm real bad about letting myself get down to low ammo, and then I wind up, you know, making it through the entire game, never having run out of ammo, but also never using my weapons to their full potential, since, you know, I beat half the game with a pistol, since I didn't want to use up all my shotgun ammo or whatever. So I kind of feel like I'm doing the same thing in this game when it comes to gems and socketed weapons and that kind of deal. So I'm probably going to try to use them a little more often this playthrough, just because the drawback's probably nowhere near as big as I think it is. And actually, that's another part of this game that I really like. Like you see, I just got a bunch of fame for killing that guy. I really like how they have, you essentially have two different levels. You have your fame, where you get extra talent points, and then you have your standard level ups that give you talent points. And I just thought it was a cool way to give the player more points without them feeling like it's cheap or that they're free. I mean, they kind of are, because you pretty much can't help but to get more famous, but the illusion's there that you're working for these extra points. And so I mean, I like it. I thought it was a good idea that they went with in this game. Yeah, and then here I was just checking if the dual wielding was available, but I'm just gonna keep putting points in marksman until it locks me out, and then I'll start putting points in the dual wielding. And the other good reason to do that is just in case you know, some monster two-handed weapon drops, then I don't lose anything, because right now all my damage boost is coming from marksman anyway. So if you know, insane two-handed weapon were to drop right now, I could switch without losing anything. Whereas if most of my damage bonus was coming from the dual wielding talent or the dual wielding skill, then it would adversely affect me to swap over to a two-handed weapon, because I'd be losing all those bonuses, since I wouldn't be dual wielding anymore. Although I really doubt anything better than the pistols I got right now are gonna drop. In fact, if there was one complaint I'd have about this game, it would be the I don't see much advantage to two-handed weapons in this game at all. It's, all the other little like mini playthroughs I've had, I consistently have one-handed weapons drop that do just as much damage as any two-handed weapon I've ever had drop. Like there's never really been a point while I've been playing this game where a two-handed weapon dropped that was, I mean, monumentally better than, you know, any of the one-handed weapons that I was dual wielding at that point. Like, it never would have been a big enough DPS boost to bother switching. So I mean, that's something I hope they work on for Torchlight 2, is they need to give you a reason to use two-handers, because I mean, I'm just not seeing it so far in all the times I've played through. I consistently get one-handed weapons running at the same DPS as my two-handers. So it's never worth it. You're always better off with a one-hander and a shield or dual wielding than you are with a two-handed weapon, because then you lose the defense, and as far as I've seen, you don't ever really get a huge DPS boost. So I mean, I just don't see any reason to switch. But yeah, I like how most everything else in the game works. Like, another one of the things I like that they did in this game was they based most of the weapon skills are actually based off of weapon DPS, which I think it's actually pretty rare. The vast majority of the times when you get weapon skills in games, they're usually based on the base damage of whatever weapon it is that's being activated for that skill, which is inherently in favor of big slow weapons, since another standard thing to do is weapon skills usually have a preset speed. And so of course what you usually want to do is just get your highest hitting slowest weapon, because the skill is going to bypass the disadvantage of it being slow, and then it's still going to have that big hit. So I really like how the skills here go off DPS, so that faster weapons aren't automatically at a disadvantage. And here I finally get some armor.
Hi there.
You see, I thought about buying the summon zombies, because that's another good little distraction spell for some of the other classes, or sometimes to put on the dog. But generally the skeleton's better, because the zombies aren't controllable at all. They just kind of walk around. The skeletons, on the other hand, actually follow your dog around for the entire level until they either die or the timer runs out. You see, now the potions are starting to stack up, like what I was talking about earlier. So now I got 7 and 14, and pretty soon that's going to start overflowing, where I'm just always topped out on 20. And a lot of people go ahead and sell them at that point, but I just put them in my chest, and then when I start new characters, like I mentioned, in part 1, that's something else that I like to do a lot of the time. It's just give them 20 and 20 and top them off.
Now I have you. What have you done with Ulrich?
I am here, Brink. I sent for Syl, but I don't recall inviting you or your friend. You may still prove useful, however. Still.
And so here's the first boss. Which is much more of a pain in the butt with melee classes than it is with ranged characters like the Alchemist or the Vanquisher. Although I'd say the Vanquisher probably has the easiest of all, because I'm pretty sure this particular enemy reflects lightning, and a lot of the ones you get early on are lightning and so they don't do much damage to him.
I am wounded.
And there he is. And I got some unique armor out of it, but I'm pretty sure I can't wear it.
Brink, no! What has happened? Alas, my friend. You say this is Ulrich's doing? Then his summons was a trap. But why? The corruption here must have overwhelmed his mind. I can't believe it's so powerful. Yes, yes. I see it's touched you as well. Light is spreading through you, and if we don't find a way to stop it, you will meet the same fate as Brink. I'm sorry I brought you into this. I'll do my best to cure you. Meet me in Torchlight, and I'll tell you my plan.
So this is pretty much the end of the video here. I just kind of loot everything there is to get down here, and then swing up to town and save, because if I do another video after this, I wanted it to start with the conversation for the next part of the quest. Anyway, like I said last video, I hope you guys liked it. I know it's not Mass Effect related, but I do actually play other games, and this is one of the ones that I've been playing a lot lately, so I wanted to go ahead and post some videos up, and I'd really like to post more, because it's a blast playing it, and I highly recommend it to pretty much anybody. I mean, you don't have to have liked or played Diablo in order to like this game, but I feel that it's definitely an advantage, you know. I mean, if you're a fan of Diablo, then it makes this game that much more fun, because they're so similar. And as you can see, I actually have some ranged drops now, but since I'm already using these, I'm just gonna go ahead and use them until they're superseded by either the vendors or drop. Anyway, it's been fun. Hope you guys liked it, and part 3 will go up if you guys want me to put part 3 up.